Hi, my name is Subasni and if matric card number is 10 I'm from class K4B. Essay name Consuela bin Mustafa. Our project title is Autonomous on December 20. How to do it on PC board. Step 1. Design. First, design the board using a circuit, or you can even just add up later. If you know exactly what you want, remember the design once you have it complete before you print it out. Step out the design is the side of the transfer page. Step 3. Send the copper plate so there is a raw surface for the design when transfer. Starting from this point on, you'll use surgical gloves to enter the copper plate and solution. Help avoid getting oil on the copper and chemicals on your hands. When sending extra drop on the edge. Step 4. Wash the copper with some water and rubbing alcohol and let it dry. Step 5. Cut out the design and place them face down on the copper. Try and have some melting around the design. Also help the step 6. Run the copper plate the design down with a laminator 5 to 7 times until the plate is hot. You also can use the iron version of a laminator shown as 1. Step 7. After running the plate through a laminator or iron plate, the plate into a cold bath and it until the paper floats off. Step 8. Place the PCB into the etching solution and agitate for 25 to 30 minutes or until all the copper has dissolved around the design. Step 9. Once all the copper is gone in the water bath, let it dry and use rubbing alcohol to wipe off the ink transferred onto the board onto the PC. Step 10. Now you have a PC board but you need the hole. The best way to get the hole out of the PC board is to use the dremel, the 1 or 32-inch drill it and won't test the press. But if you can't do that, you can clamp down the dremel and the board the dremel by hand the hole. Example how to
transfer method. First, one has to develop the board layout using any CAD tool like CADsoft Eagle, in which only the copper part, pads and wires need to be retained. Material requirements are CD marker. Hold the PCB board firmly and cut at the plain copper coated board corresponding to the markings using hacksaw blade with maximum possible precision. The dimensions are correct. The surface, as you can here see, with maximum heat. This has to be done with proper sticking to the board so that you can see only the donor part sticking onto the solution. Place the board inside the solution for about 15 minutes. Once the board is completely poured, after correctly soldering all the desired components onto the printed circuit board,
now how to do soldering on step 1. Surface preparation. A clean surface is very important if you want a strong, a low resistance solder joint. All surface soldered should be well. Step component. After the component and board as you are ready to place the component onto the board. unless your circuit and only contain a few components, or probably not be all the components onto the board and soldering them at once. More likely will be soldering a few component at a time for turning the board over and raising P. Apply apply a very small amount of solder of the iron. Help conduct the heat to the component and board, but it's not the shoulder that up joint. The joint will lay the tip of the iron so that press against both the component and the board. So that the board. Otherwise, the shoulder will pull and the the uninstable. Step 4. Apply shoulder to the joint. Once the component shoulder pad is up, you are ready to apply shoulder. Touch the tip of the front of shoulder, the component and shoulder pad, but not the tip of the iron. Everything is hot enough. The shoulder should flow freely around the lip and the pad. Is the chuck melt dry as well. Bubble around the joint part of the end. Flow out and relax. Continue to add shoulder the joint until the pad is completely coated and the shoulder form a small round, slightly concave. Step 5. Check the joint and up. Once the joint is full, check the joint check out on the top, on the neck, the lip, a small set of size cutter and cut a top of the shoulder joint. After you make up all the shoulder joint, put all the excess cuts from the bottom. Some cuts are hydroscopic. They absorb water and can slowly absorb enough water to become slightly conductive. Can be a significant environment such as an automotive application. Now I'm gonna show how to do soldering.
In the past soldering video, we showed you how to solder and how to make a very nice solder tool. From left to right, we have a long screwdriver tip, which is 1/32 of an inch. You always want to start with a clean solder tip, so we'll make sure that that tip is clean for smaller diameter solder, just because I think it's easier to use, but solder do the work and fill the through hole completely. Again, apply heat. Now the smaller the circuit board, like this one that we used for our LED tube, it's going to require a little bit more patience and care to make a good solder joint and not to cross the solder onto another through hole. Apply solder to one of the through holes. Apply solder to in the middle to make the connection. Now the key here is not to let the C holder. It's helpful to have a piece of wood or something else, so once you get it in place, and that'll hold the module in place. Then you can making those solder connections, you're going to want to clip those leads. Well, I hope this
A schematic diagram. My layout. My 3D visual. Front design of the board. My out of my. That's all for my part.